So the episode opens with the heifer who lost the 80 grand, and now she's going to look to find out what happened with Robert in Vegas. So they get a retired police detective as their PI. So this makes the heifer nervous because she's like, I don't really want to work with cops, but I guess we got to. So they tell the cops, yeah, we trying to open a treatment facility. We invested 80 grand. He said, well, where's the contract? And they both just kind of look at each other. He said, you didn't have a contract? Your money gone. Gone, gone, gone. Oh, Lord. Oh my God, it does not need to ring 5 times. Jesus. 'Cause it's gone, gone, gone. And you can't go on when the money's gone. Broke, yeah. You're broke, yeah. You should have gotten what you needed in writing. You know I love a good Dionne Warwick tune. Another Rob losing money. They said, well, Robert's not a felon. You know, he works for the Pentagon. He said, did you see some ID? Did you check his credential? So now she got to go home and tell her husband she done lost 7 grand of their money. However, with Trowel and her debt, $143,000 worth of restitution. And they heading to dinner with his family since hers don't want to mess with him. He got a job. Well, congratulations. I hope you making $300,000 a year so that way you can knock out that restitution. He happy with Trowel because he feel like he ain't bringing nothing to the table. You bringing some dick. Just keep bringing that dick to the table. You gonna be all right. And now you working so that way you ain't gonna be up in her hair. Just don't be a piece of shit husband. You might be able to make it work. But I don't know about her. But her hair looks good today. Better than Shovel's. Her hair is better than Shovel's, so there might be hope. Girl, they bring up that restitution and you can see Trowel's face twist up. The restitution I didn't know about. You better pull a Yandy and get a spiritual marriage. And power of attorney. She says, so as the wife, do I have to take on that restitution? His family said, yes, you the wife, you supporting him. You want that penis, baby, you gotta pay. But what about student loans? I would share. I'd be like, okay, what you need, let's deal with it. Everybody come with a little debt. Everybody come with a little debt. And it's like, okay, if you've got student loans, that's fine. It's better than child support, I'll tell you that. I'll take student loans over a child any day. Depends on what you got your degree in. Because I don't know, if it was a stupid degree, you might have to be on your own with that. But then that's going to drag me down. But then again, a spiritual marriage, it might just be a spiritual marriage. They used the child analogy too. They said it's a package deal. She didn't know all the terms that she was making with this agreement. That restitution was a surprise. She said, look, I'm going to take the dick, but I ain't taking the debt. I mean, where do you think he's going to come up with the $143,000? And y'all are together. So no matter what, that will always affect you. Now, your checks may not have to be garnished, but it may be, it's like, okay, you the breadwinner and he ain't really gonna be able to contribute that much because there's always gonna be part of his income that's going to that. He'll be able to do something, but the burden is on you one way or the other. That's some expensive dick. And you see, I could deal with, well, no, it's like if you're a doctor or something, maybe a lawyer, but you're gonna have to be one of them TV lawyers where you're getting paid 3 times. But restitution, I don't know if I could take that on. I could take on some student loan debt. I would help your kid go to college if you were a widow and I ain't got to deal with nobody's baby mama. But other than that, honey. Regular debt I can deal with. I would say my cap is 40. The uncle said, no risk it, no biscuit. You got to risk it if you want to win. They like, we ain't helping him with none of this restitution, baby. It's on you. So then they get to asking, why ain't you met the mama? And she said, my mama's being stubborn. She wants me to marry an engineer or an athlete. You don't say that in front of the family. That's putting him down low key. You could just say, my family just isn't ready. They sadly have a problem with the fact that, okay, somebody made a mistake and that doesn't define him. There was a better way to frame that. But then again, your mama ignorant, so they're going to find out sooner or later. Across town with John and Christina, or Christiana. I'm going to call her Christinia because her face looks like a knee. So Christinia is figuring out how to be with John because it was a fairy tale when she was in prison, but now it's real life. And ooh, I couldn't even write a fairy tale about him unless he was the goblin or the troll under the bridge. So she's still worried that her sister snuck on her schlong. Why are you worried about him? He's ugly. But then again, you ugly too. But now he all in love with his wife. He's like, baby, ain't nothing happened between me and your sister. I want to be with you. Well, won't nobody else look at you, so I can see why. So he talking to his daughter about how he was flirting with his wife's sister, and now his wife mad at him. So you just gonna tell your own child, I'm a skeezer, baby. I'm a skeezer. So the daughter trying to talk some sense into him. And he says, what do you know of life? You're only 18. Child, she know more than you. From the mouth of babes. She's like, y'all don't even know how to be together, much less live together. Y'all ain't even dated. But now we scuttle on to Ohio with stupid Sean getting ready to meet another grifter. Destiny ain't take enough of your money. You've got to give the rest of it to this girl. You should have stayed with your first skank. She can at least stay out of prison. He says, so I'm going to get her and then we going to smash. Why don't you just get an escort? That's what you want. That you enjoy paying women for their company. So find some who enjoy getting paid for their company and pay them. You could get a high-end heifer. You done thrown away $30,000 on Destiny Child. You could have had sex for the year off that. Meanwhile, this heifer don't know about Destiny, but Destiny ain't going to let you forget about her. And you still hiding the fact that you got 6 kids. I mean, yeah, people are going to run, but that's who you need to run because they're going to run regardless. You really think you're going to win them over with your looks and personality? Because it sure ain't your money. Across town with Puppy and Amber. Amber's been out of prison for 2 years and she thinks she's doing good. Her job is going well, but she's worried about Puppy and she don't give up on who she loves. So she go by the mama house and the mama said, no, I ain't heard from her. I'm scared too. So the mama give her Puppy's new address and said, I ain't heard from her, but maybe you should pull up and check it out. So she gonna head on over. Let's hope Puppy okay. So ain't shit Sean happy he's going to meet a much more simple heifer because Destiny wanted too much and his pockets couldn't handle it. He's looking for a woman with lower standards. Back with the con to Christinia and her piece of crap, he's trying to rebuild the trust in their relationship since you flirted with her sister. Her sister! You could have found any heifer on the street, but her sister? You sorry. So they gonna do a Bonnie and Clyde photo shoot. That's what's gonna build the trust in your relationship? Some costumes? Okay. I never knew. Christinia ain't feeling this photo shoot. She's like, I know your ass slept with my sis. Oh, he gonna pop up and say, now I know we got married in my ceremony, but now let's have a wedding for you and your family. What kind of pebble is he gonna give her? So he gets down on one rickety knee and asks her, will you marry me again? She's like, you still got my sister's puss on your breath and you gonna use that same air to ask me to marry you again. Nah, heifer. So as Christinia chooses her choice, we head back to Atlanta with Amber and her roommate Queen as they figure out this puppy problem. Because Queen's like, don't just be pulling up on nobody when you on papers, heifer. She said they were on probation for another 20 years? 20 years of pro-baby? Aunt the fuck on. So they say, let's just drive by the place and see if it's safe. And it looks nice. It looks well kept. But Queenie's like, it could still be a drug den just with a good front. But I don't think Puppy would be in a drug den with a good front. But Queenie says, what about Sam? You went out to dinner with Sam last night. She said, yeah, that went real well. Did good. I forgot I enjoyed it. But back with stupid Sean, he's still waiting on his new charlatan to come into his life. See, I can't even watch Sean hug and kiss this heifer when you was just doing this with Destiny 3 months ago. You know, I'll say at least this heifer don't look as methy boo as Destiny. So this heifer said, I was tired of dating young punks. He old. He might have something going on with himself. Not much, hon, but you'll find out. So she got a secret she gonna have to tell him. I don't know, is her mama her man? Cause she wouldn't put her mama on speakerphone. Let me find out she got another man. These heifers be grifting, but then the grifters be grifting. Wait, Jessica and Maurice got a spinoff, Crimes of the Heart? What is this? I didn't know we liked them that much for them to get a whole spinoff. So apparently Jessica and Maurice have gotten married. She preggers. Congratulate. Child, they ain't interesting. But I'm see you soon for something. You've lost that investment money. You lost your seed money. You lost your investor's money and it's gone, gone, gone. But the drugs go on now that Rob is gone. Ooh, yeah.